Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into the legacy, the performance, and the pricing of a car that's earned its place in automotive history, the Ford Falcon. Whether you're a classic car enthusiast or just curious about this iconic model, stick around because we're going to explore everything from its origins to what you might pay for one today. So, let's go back to where it all began. The Ford Falcon was first introduced in 1960 by Ford in the United States as a compact car. It was designed to be affordable, efficient, and practical. At a time when many American cars were large and gas-hungry, the Falcon offered a smaller alternative that appealed to families and everyday drivers. Over the years, the Falcon evolved in design and capability. In the US, it was produced through 1970, and while it may not be as well known as the Mustang or the Thunderbird, it played a crucial role in Ford's success during the 60s. Interestingly, the Falcon was also the foundation for the original Ford Mustang, which debuted in 1964. In fact, many of the Mustang's components, including the chassis, came directly from the Falcon. But the Falcon story doesn't end in the United States. In Australia, the Ford Falcon has an even more impressive legacy. Production began there in 1960 as well, but unlike in the US, the Falcon remained in production all the way up to 2016. That's over 5 decades of continuous development. The Australian Falcon became known for its larger size, rear-wheel drive layout, and powerful engines, especially the V8 South that became popular in performance variants like the GT and the XR series. In Australia, the Falcon was not just a car, it was a cultural icon. It was used as a family car, a police vehicle, a taxi, and even in motorsports. The Falcon GT, especially the iconic XY GTO Phase 3 from 1971, became a legend for its raw power and racing pedigree. It's widely considered one of Australia's greatest muscle cars. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know. How much does a Ford Falcon cost today? Well, the answer depends heavily on the model year, the condition, and the location. In the United States, early 1960s Falcons are often available at relatively affordable prices. You can find a decent example from around 1963 or 1964 in running condition for anywhere between $7,000 to $15,000. Of course, if it's been fully restored or has some rare specifications, the price can go much higher, sometimes over $25,000. In contrast, performance variants like the Sprint models from the mid-60s, especially those with the 260 or 289 V8 engines, are more collectible. Their value can range from $20,000 to even $50,000, depending on originality and restoration quality. If you're looking toward the Australian Falcons, the market is quite different. Base models from the 1990s or early 2000s like the AU or BA series can often be found for as little as $3,000 to $8,000 Australian dollars. These are solid sedans and wagons with decent reliability and parts availability. However, the real gems are the performance variants. Take the Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo or XR8, for example. These models, especially from the BF and FG series, are highly sought after. Prices vary depending on mileage and condition, but many of them sit in the $15,000 to $35,000 range. And then, of course, we have the top-tier collector models like the aforementioned XY GTO Phase 3. These are extremely rare and have become legends in the collector car world. One of these in top condition can easily fetch over $1 million Australian dollars at auction. That's right, 1 million. That's how much the Falcon is revered down under. Even the final models, like the FGX XR8 Sprint, are already becoming modern classics. Limited production numbers and their supercharged V8 engines mean they're already appreciating in value. Some of them have already gone past the $60,000 mark. So whether you're in the US looking for a budget-friendly classic, or in Australia chasing a piece of muscle car history, there's a Ford Falcon for almost every kind of buyer. It's a car that's meant different things to different people. performance, family transport, or racing pride, asterisk, that wraps up today's deep dive into the Ford Falcon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on our upcoming classic car spotlights. Got a Falcon story or a favorite model? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, asterisk. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.